Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11.
Ready up.
Looking downfield on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Knight. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
And that is how you set the tone as a defense. On the first drive of the game, you're not just getting a 3-and-out. You're not even just getting a turnover, but you actually score points with a safety to open this thing up.
They'll run the option. Running back searching for a hole. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air. It's Hart. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's loose down the left side. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
That's such a great job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out? They're able to scoop it, score. That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mims. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Bunch formation for these receivers. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pulls it in. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it pass after the fumble recovery.
And that's a great job by the defender that time, locating the ball on the ground and hopping on it for a fumble recovery. And guys, that's the second straight game this guy has had a fumble recovery. Had one their last time out, and he's got another one here.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his target down the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The snap sets up to throw. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Finds his tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Hart. Gets it out fast. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Looking down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Lang. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. Past the 50. 30. He's at the 20. It's a fumble.
I gotta tell you, man, not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a 1st down. That's how you do it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll try to run for it. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a...
Oh, he's got some... Headed to the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Mims. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll go back to work on offense. Looking for a man. It's Hart. That's caught. It's Crosby. Still running at the 40. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. On the option. He stopped short of the 1st down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on 4th.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass, and which matchup do they try to exploit? And they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully. Small gain, and now we got 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. He'll start this drive firing. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Complete to the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, it wasn't just 4th and short. Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? 4th down and long. No problem. I got this in the first half.
Now on 1st down from the 40. Looking for a gap. It's Knight. Shakes off the defender. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Grab near the marker, it's Fleming. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Mims. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throws it back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the returner will be dragged down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open.
He's got it inside the 25. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. This offense prides itself on